What's up guys, this is Beta Vlogs, and it's been about like 2 weeks or so since I've made a video. But I'm just gonna kind of do a bit of an update on what's happening and some plans in the future that are kind of being set in stone right now. So let's move on to the mollies, and then I'll go around the room. For the mollies, we have these three guys: the Dalmatian molly right there, the albino molly, blue molly, and then I'm not quite sure what he is, and your golden panda molly that's been there forever, and the bristlenose, the albino bristlenose. You have your baby who's been growing like a weed for like weeks now. There's gonna be some plans with him, so that should be fun and exciting in the next week or so. Then you have these babies. Let's see here. You have 3 there, 2 there, there's 1. So I think there's at least 7 or 8. I started out with 8, I think I still have 8. It's hard to count since I put a tree in there, but it's alright. Place for them to hide. So I'm moving on to the 20 gallon with the tetras, the loach, wherever this guy went, and the albino shark. There they both are. Focus, you moron. Thank you. The albino rainbow shark and the yo-yo loach named Hellbender. And if you don't know why his name is Hellbender, is because he causes hell in all my tanks if he is over dominating one type of fish. So I have 2 tetras, 1 yo-yo loach wherever this guy went, there he is, and one shark, or I call him shark, but he's either an albino rainbow shark or a ruby fin shark or a rainbow shark or a shark. And so I'm just calling him Shark. There's the yo-yo loach again. But these guys are doing good, and thanks to the snails in here, they're eating and cleaning the algae off the tanks, which is nice. Next are my betas, all 4 of them. You have your female koi, your dragon, your half moon, and I think another half moon. So I've said that you guys can name these fish, but I've come up with 2 names for these 2 guys. When I first got these, I got them at the same time. But when I got these 2, I really like the name Paris for her, and since she's a country name, it's not a country, it's a city in France, but since I like countries and other places besides America, I said, well, might as well just name the rest of them countries, so, or places in countries such as Paris or I don't know, any other place. So I was his name is gonna be Dubai because he was very expensive, and Dubai's a very expensive place for Dubai. He is a he's got like really kind of platinum scales, so it really like shows that he is an expensive fish, and that the tank needs a snail there. But I do really enjoy him a whole lot, and I think Dubai works pretty well because he looks expensive, and he was expensive. He was like, I don't know, he was at least like $17. Altogether these fish was like, all these betas were at least, I think, somewhere around like $30 or something like that. I don't know how expensive you were, but you're pretty expensive. But this guy and that guy over there who looks dead, he's not, he just sat down for a sec. They do not have names yet. I was thinking about calling this one Firework because of the escapade of colors out of his fins, as you can probably see right now. I'm getting some really good footage of all my fish. This is so weird. None of them have cooperated this much before. But he is really cool, so I might call him Firework. And then this guy back here, I do love, and I don't I don't have a certain name for these guys like I do these guys. Whoop, camera zoomed in. But you guys can leave names in the comments, or I'll just pick them by myself or whatever it might be. Oh, speaking of, not really speaking of, because I kind of passed the mollies. The first thing that I was talking about was I have a project for them. So since the Golden Panda Molly Fry is getting to be pretty big, actually, I've decided to get a tank for him and for all the fries that I'm getting in the future, or like supposedly getting fry in the future. And with the 8 fry or 7 fry that I have now of the platinum balloon molly that sadly passed, that gave birth to them. I don't know if those are their species, but that's what the species looks like. So if you know the species name, please let me know, because I'm just going off what I know and what they look like. So far in the future, when the platinum balloon molly gave birth to the 8 of them, and they become the Golden Panda Molly's fries size, it has to be really tight cramped in that small nursery. So I'm decided to get a bigger tank for a bigger nursery, I should say, for these guys. When they get bigger, I can put them in there. But yes, let me flip the camera around and show you. I got a 5-gallon tank. It's from Topfin. It's the same tank that those tanks were made out of. Same thing too, I think it's the same filter, same packets, same divider, same setup for the lights and tank, just bigger and longer, basically. So this is kind of my temporary setup right now. I'm not doing an unboxing in this video, only because the fact that this is a plastic table. I thought I would have a stand, but I realized that the weight of the tank full of decor and water would not work. So for right now, this table is just here because it's here. I'm kind of just gathering like different things. It's very slow, but like depending, because I'm wanting to put it there, right next to my desk. And I need certain cords, so stuff like this will help. So this is kind of like my table. That's a pig for Christmas. It's a thing. Don't worry about it. So if you see that, that's what that is. But I'm gathering certain stuff like extension cords, better powering systems, because this is a tri thing of power. So I'm just collecting all that. But that's all that. You'll see that in a new video sooner than later, hopefully. So keep an eye out, ear out, or whatever you want to call it, for a 5-gallon stand build or a 5-gallon stocking or boxing. Hopefully that'll come up in the next week or so. So keep an eye out on that. I do want to say thank you for the 80 something odd subscribers. I do appreciate it. Even though it's a small amount, it's still a lot to me, and it still makes me care for everyone that's on my channel and that is giving feedback, or that's just even watching the videos and liking them, or just watching them, because from a creator standpoint, from my standpoint anyways, if 12 people watch it, there's 1 like and maybe 0 comments. 12 people watched it, so I know it was alright, I'm not going to get a huge reaction out of it. But at least, people are watching the video, and if they're watching it only for audio, or if they're watching it only for whatever, that's fine. I don't preferably care. But I do, I want to congratulate and appreciate all you guys subscribing and pitching in ideas and comments and educating other people and educating me, honestly, because without a lot of my comments, or without a lot of you guys, I wouldn't know what to do. I'd be, just kind of doing a lot of things like shut in the dark, because I wouldn't know what to do. I've seen it's been 3 comments. It's not a huge deal at the moment, but I will not tolerate negative comments, hate comments towards each other or towards me. You know, I just don't want to deal with it. I don't want my community to be a negative community. I mean, as right now, I can control it, but, you know, when I'm hitting millions and millions and millions, it's, you know, I can't ban everyone, but I can ban people that stand out. So just watch what you're saying. And I don't want to scare anyone off. You know, if my fish is almost dead and say, hey, do this, that's not being rude, that's just being blunt, and I do appreciate that. Because I have to do that with my friends, and I'd rather have somebody be blunt about something and not like, well, you could kind of, sort of, you should, but maybe, you know, kind of milk it in a sense. So, you know, just be honest about it, you know, say, hey, I really think you should do this, or hey, you should do this because it's going to benefit you so much, or whatever the reason might be. But I do appreciate everyone subscribing, and I think that's about it. Oh, there's one other thing. So there's like this video that I made like 7 months ago where when I got my first Grommies. If you guys didn't know I had Grommies, go back a couple videos, like 3, and you'll see it. See videos with Grommies in them. But like the video, I think I don't even know if it was on the Grommies or something else, one other fish I unboxed. Or it'd really be unbagged a fish because they're in bags. Has reached like 836 views. I swear, like I'm not fibbing. I mean, if you want to go and find this video, I honestly have no clue how I got there or got this video to be there. It's very strange. I don't know. But I'm stop rambling, and in the video, something just like the weirdest thing. Yeah, so if you leave a like if you like this video, comments just if I'm doing anything wrong, and subscribe to me here. Bye!